Nina back in the kitchen here. I'm so excited to have you here with me. Today, we're gonna be cooking some greens. They are what my peers call my famous greens. I put my foot in it. They're so good, they're delicious, and I can't wait to show you this recipe. So, what I always am gonna start out with is I'm going to use onions, garlic, and ginger. And we'll use a little bit of coconut oil today. Also, it's very important to get a nice, big, deep pan because you're gonna put a lot of greens in here. And as the greens cook, they're gonna release all their liquid and they're gonna cook way, way down. So I'm gonna show you, we're gonna really pile those greens high in this pan, and then everything is gonna really cook down almost halfway, maybe a little more than halfway, after they release all of their liquid. But then that liquid is gonna give us that delicious broth that you can then soak up with a little bit of brown rice, quinoa, or noodles, whatever you guys like your greens with the best. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna start washing the greens. So we're heating up the pan with a little bit of coconut oil. I've already got the onions, garlic, and ginger chopped up nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to our pan and get it cooking. Onions first. Now, garlic and ginger is going in. So the onion is kind of serving as a barrier so that the garlic and ginger don't get totally scorched by the hot pan. Once everything is nice and softened, then we'll start to add some of the liquids in, and then we'll put the nice cut greens that we washed. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off the heat and I'm going to cut my greens, and then we'll go ahead and get into it, and it'll be ready to go. Batch of the greens to the pan. I'm going to follow that up with a little bit of coconut milk, just enough to make a little barrier between the hot pan and the greens so that they don't get really burned and crispy or scorched, because that's what we don't want. A little bit of tamari as well for flavor, as well as a little bit of liquid. Stir that all around and it'll get nice and cozy in the pan. And we'll go right back to cutting them up some more greens and getting them ready to go into the pan as well. right on the top. We're gonna finish out that can here. And we're also gonna add more of the soy sauce, or tamari, which is the gluten-free soy sauce, to give it some of that salty flavored liquid. And at this point, I'm also going to use a little bit of salt, pepper, my favorite, the smoked paprika. And now the smoked paprika doesn't really have too much of a flavor, or too much of a spicy taste. It definitely has a flavor. It has kind of a meaty, smoky flavor, which I think is fabulous. And I use it in just about all of my stuff because I think it's fabulous. This is a special blend of mine that I really, really like. It's got some nice Italian seasonings, some garlic. This is just a little bit of pepper. And we'll stir that all around to get some of those seasonings down in the liquid at the bottom, so everything can kind of work together and marinate itself in together. Now, greens are some of my favorite. I love to make this delicious greens broth because I think it's just the best thing. And greens are full of all the nutrients that you need for your everyday life. So making greens as often as you can is going to do your body good. It's going to make you feel energetic and lively. It's going to keep your skin glowing and fabulous. Keep your hair strong, shiny, and silky. And it'll help those nails grow fast and strong as well. All right, so at this point, we'll just put the lid on the top and we'll kind of let it cook and get really happy in its juices and marinate and let go of a lot of that liquid, which is really going to contribute to some of that marinade or that broth that it's going to make. That's going to be the best part. So the greens are done now. And so as you remember, I put a whole bunch of greens in here. They were overflowing over the top. I put the top on, and now they've come all the way down to about here. So there's a whole bunch of juice here at the bottom, which is perfect. That's my favorite part. So these greens are going to be delicious. So I've plated some of the greens here on top of a bed of quinoa. And quinoa is a very interesting food. It's a grain, but it's super high in nutrition. It's packed full of nutrients. It's actually referred to as a superfood. It's very high in protein, which is very important, especially if you're looking for a full balanced meal. Greens and quinoa is a perfect choice if you're looking for something balanced to keep you full for a very long time. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me here today in the kitchen. I hope you guys get a chance to go ahead and make greens of your own at home. Please let me know what kind of greens you guys like to cook at your house, the types of spices you use, the types of sauces, and the things that you like to serve your greens with too. I want to know everything that you guys do at home so we can work and use a partnership. So put everything down in the comments below and I'm gonna check them. We can communicate back and forth. Also, make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Subscribe, also turn on the notifications so that you know everything that's coming up on this channel, because we have so many exciting things coming your way. We want to share them with you and we want you guys to be on the forefront of everything. So that's gonna do it today. I hope you guys enjoy your greens. Again, let me know how everything turned out in the description below. And I'm gonna see you right back here next week, same time.